Welcome to The Cut, where politics and culture intersects. My name is Brandy LL Bird, and I have special guest today, Ashley Smith. Hi, Ashley. Thank you for
Hi.
coming.
Thank you for having me.
And then I also have DeMarcus Brewster here.
How y'all doing? My name is DeMarcus Brewster. I'm the host of Seeking Knowledge Podcast, and I'm excited to be here. And let's go.
So one of the things, I always have issues with is, what I'm going to wear when I come, right? So let's talk about it. So one of the things is, first of all, I can't do discomfort anymore. So heels, I'm done with heels. Hey, the sneaker game is going to be lit. Let me tell you that. And the way materials feel and stuff, that's important. So I had to go through 3 different outfits today, and guess what? I ended up sweats. Hey, say what you want, but hey, your girl look good, and flip flops. So yeah, that's always interesting. And then my kids, they always doing their thing, and so mom, I'm at that age to where I can have adult beverages now. I'm coming up the mid range, and so my kids, I'm like, damn, where my glasses at? I've been waiting all these years. I'm damn near 50. I should be able, my wine game should be lit, right? Why my kids want to put, some little dentations in there? And so I buy everything in sets. And let me tell you, just go to like Burlington or someplace and get you a cheap set, because they gonna break it all. So the other thing is, I'm short, right? So I'm like, I had to get up high in my cabinets and stuff, and I'm like, where is this at? And so the kids always help me out, and guess what? Hey, we just did the best we can. So, but I'm excited about my guests and stuff. So I'm gonna start with Ashley.
All right.
Ladies first. So,
Sure.
you want to tell me a little bit about yourself? Oh, one more thing too. I want to tell you how I always meet people, because they, everybody's always, Brandy, how do you meet these people? And so, Ashley, I met you like with the Dems party here in the county,
Yeah.
and I was so impressed with her. I came to, it's called a Cypher Night.
Now.
And hold on, let me give a shout out to Space Creates Interactive Studio.
Shout
Shout
out
out.
to Space
Yes,
Shout out to Space
Tony
Create.
Ringo. Hey, she
Yeah.
doing
Shout out
her
to
thing
Tony.
here. And so she had a Cypher Night, and DJ Such a Lady. She was DJing and had all the rappers and had this contest, and let me tell you, it was fire. So with that being said, please,
Hey everybody, I'm Ashley Smith, aka DJ Such a Lady, and I do a lot of things, but since this is a political conversation, we'll start with the political things I did, and then we'll go further. So I'm a veteran. Shout out to everyone. It's Veterans Day, 8-year Army veteran.
Happy Veterans Day.
Shout out to all my people. We love you, even though you have PTSD. It's all right. Go get your therapy. But so I'm a political science major from Central Michigan University. I'm from Pontiac, Michigan, close to Detroit, in between Detroit and Flint. So you know where it's at?
Yeah, I'm from Illinois. So
Oh,
it's Midwest thing,
yeah.
baby. Let's go.
All my family from Chicago. Shout out to
Come on
Chicago, South Side in the building.
Shout out, I'm from East St. Louis, Brooklyn, Illinois.
Oh,
shout out.
East St.
Come on,
Louis.
now I'm from the trenches, man.
Oh, my best friend from
Killeen, Texas. Let's go.
Yeah,
we live, we lit.
East St. Louis something different.
I gotta say a part. I don't understand how I be, I'm Southern, right? How I be finding all these Northern people, But you know what? It's culture, So hey, be lifting them up.
Come on now, let's go.
Yeah, so I'm a political science major, always been involved in politics as a young girl. My mother was actually involved in economic development for the city of Pontiac for a while. Unfortunately, we got city managers and things, and so they got rid of a lot of our political structure. And I went to college in '08. That means the economy tanked. My family was very involved in real estate. We still are. My mother and father are real estate investors. My grandfather was a real estate investor. So I'm fourth generation real estate investor, which is very rare for a black family. But we're probably the biggest in our area, one of the most known investors.
Okay.
That's good.
And so I went to college. It was very, 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 very dangerous back then. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to college. I'm not staying in Detroit. I'm not staying in Pontiac. I'm not going to Auburn Hills. I'm going to the country of Michigan. And when I went to college, it was 3% black, 90% white, and then 7% other. And so we had some incidences with the KKK. We had incidents with neo-Nazis. It was just a wild time, and I was president of NAACP. I was always an advocate of voting. My parents, I was raised by my great aunt and uncle. I call my parents.
Come on now.
But
Wise.
their parents could not vote. They're from Mississippi. Right. So it was huge that we always went to vote. So when they went to vote, since a little girl, as long as I can remember, I had to go and vote with them. And I would watch my parents read the newspaper and be very, 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 very much into politics. We are Democrats. We've always been Democrats. We've always been a union family. So I'm a UAW kid. And it was very important that not only did we volunteer, but we went to church. We made sure that we are part of the community. And even if people had different, ideology from us,
Right.
we always respected them, because in America, you can have different opinions.
That's right.
Let's go.
And that's something I always agree with. We can all be different, but we have to have a consistent goal, which is what's best for our community and our goals. So when I moved here to Killeen, I kept that same ideology. And I said, okay, I want to be a part of the community. When I got out the Army, my sister was a victim of police brutality in Detroit. So we have a campaign, Justice for Shelty. And I got out in October. The incident started to occur January. She was given a guardian legally because she has mental health issues. By August, she was locked up unbeknownst to us. And so we're still fighting for her. But I feel in my heart, when you're dealing with difficult situations, right, and it's hard to really understand, well, why is this happening? You serve others.
That's right.
And in service to others, you kind of find that you will get peace.
Right.
Because you'll never get peace when you're fighting a system. And I actually went to court and lost, and they utilized my military experience as a reason for me to lose.
Right.
And they said, well, you have guns, you have weapons, you're a danger to society. And I lost, although the guardian literally lost my sister, and she was put in a bad situation. So with that, I realized, okay, it got to be something bigger than me, because everyone's not experiencing these things. So how can I serve my community where I am? At that point, I met Linda Nash, who's a chairperson for the Democrats, and I was volunteering with her. She did some things. So I said, you know what, maybe I should get more involved in my community here so I can feel more valuable to not only myself but to others.
Right.
Love it.
Because I don't have children. I don't have kids. I'm not married. So I feel like I should give myself while I can, because once you get those things, it gets a little bit more daunting.
That's correct.
And so I just, that's kind of where my political career as a precinct chair for 405, which is west side of Killeen, Clear Creek area. And so my responsibility as precinct chair is to register people to vote, let them know what's going on about our elections, etc. And that's what I'm engaged in. And so I have further political aspirations. So that's what I do politically. Some people know me as a DJ.
Right.
I DJ for Tony and Space Parade quite a few times. I love what they do because it's very community-based. It's about the kids. So anyone who's supporting our youth, I'm always going to support. I'm always going to stand by. And Tony does a great job. Her staff does a great job with our babies. And to have a safe environment for our kids, that's beyond money. So we got to support her as much as we can.
Shout out to all the kids, man.
That's
And,
right.
Yes.
That's right, because that's what it's really about. And I'm going to talk about that, a little bit too. But that's what it's all about, because the kids are our future in the present walking.
Come on now.
You know, so, definitely shout out to the babies.
Yeah, I love the kids. And then the other thing is I started a business called Veterans Final Touch, where I do auto hail repair as well as ceramic coatings, wraps, etc. And the cool thing about that is I am the only black woman broker in the world. There's
Okay.
none like me. And that's something I say with pride, because a lot of times when you're the only one, they give you a hard time. And so
Right.
they've attempted, but I just opened up my own shop. We'll have a soft opening soon, and I'll invite everyone. But it's been a blessing in disguise, because I didn't expect everything to roll as fast as it has. So that's a little bit about me.
All right, so real quick before DeMarcus get in his stuff, I just want to say, you're a real Renaissance woman, because every time, we interact with each other, I always find something different about her. And so I'm always going to bring interesting people that you can learn from and you can get gems from. So, definitely, listen and see what you can glean from that, because, my all of this that I'm doing is about knowledge,
Come on
and it's
now.
about generational knowledge and things that you can really go far with if you really listen. So like I say, Ashley is a real Renaissance woman. I'm not, I don't give false props. Ain't anybody tell you about Brandy Bird, hey, they gonna say, hey, she not about anything false. So hey, big ups to you, Ashley.
Yeah, and there's one thing I forgot. I'm a real estate investor, so I have a company, Onward Movement, which we bought some land, and I'm also a member of Urban Power Connections, which we're about 4 million in now.
Okay.
So we really made some really huge marks, and so I'm excited about that. And I'm actually project managing a very big project in Temple, and shout out to Regis and Rodney and the whole team for that.
Hey, she forgot to tell you, hey, she all about martial arts, but I ain't gonna tell you
Aw,
about
man.
that. Hey, she told me, but I ain't gonna go there. No, hey, the Mark's got to get some love in there. So
Come on
go
now.
ahead, man.
Typical, like I met Miss Bird at my book signing. Like I'm originally from Brooklyn, Illinois, East St. Louis, Illinois, and I met Miss Bird at my book signing, like close to the end of my book signing. But it's typical, like I work a 9 to 5, but I was like, I wasn't finna go, but it's crazy like how things work. Like I got the call from the host of the event, and I was off from my job, so you know what, I'm gonna go. Showed up, like close to the end, I met Miss Bird, and we just got to talking. And me, I wasn't never into politics. I was like, forget politics, like, cause that's how I thought. Cause I was a 2-time felon, right? Me being a 2-time felon, like you can't vote, you can't do this. So when I met Brandy, Miss Bird, she gave me a different view, like. So I was like, you know what? Like I'm a podcast. I want to become a motivational speaker, and I'm about to change.
Cause guess what? We all about hope. Cause life don't end there.
Come on
You
now.
still full of life.
And so as we speaking, I signed up, waiting on my voter registration card. Yeah, so look, everybody, look. I was always thought, because I was 2 times feel I can vote, but I'm in Killeen, Texas now. I'm waiting on my card. I'm a vote. So we met, we talked. Then the cheers was like, I got 3 kids, so I'm all about supporting the kids. Like. Then we just got to talk. She was like, I'm trying to make a change in Killeen. I'm about this, I'm about that. I was like, no, what? Sign me up, because anybody that's about to change, and I just want to say this, like, as melanated people, we already get stereotyped, but it's people out here who really want to make a change for the community and for the kids.
That's right.
That's tip of my story, how I ended up in Killeen, how I met Miss Bird in my book signing.
That's right. Look, got on the flow. Look, he was on the flow. He was doing his thing. And so, and what's your? Cause hey, I'm a bibliophile. What it mean? I'm a lover of books. At heart, I got a whole library in my house. So like when I move, first thing I think like, damn, what? How we gonna move these books? So tell them about your books, real quick.
Oh, I got actually 4. I'll be bringing my 4th book out this year. My first book is titled From the Hood to the Church. It's basically, I'm spiritual now, but it's basically came out in 2019. And it's basically typical. It's a memoir. I overcame so much in life, from molestation, from drug abuse, being in foster care, foster parent on drugs. So like I learned a lot in the streets, but I used my story to motivate others, inspire others. Then I did the ebook called From the Hood to the Church Annotated. It's basically like the ebook for all y'all readers on the go that don't like reading books. Y'all to take y'all phone everywhere y'all go. I got y'all covered like on State Farm. Then I got a children's book on Barnes and Noble titled Dad, Where's My Fish? Like, it's typical. Junior, he's like woke up like where's my fish? You know, come on now. Like everybody else want to do this and this. He want to know where his fish at. But my fourth book, I got the storyline behind it. I don't know who read the book. The storyline was my publisher. You know what? Shout out to my publisher, Devontae Chapman. Shout out to my whole squad, man, my Owl family, man. But he's my publisher, right? He read the story, so it's Diamond and the Baby Husky. The typical how I came up with the title. I lost my baby sister named Diamond. It's a children's story, but I gave it the title because pay homage to my little sister Diamond, man.
Right.
But yeah, I'm an author, I'm a designer, a podcast. I'm on like motivational speaker. I got a certification in massage therapy, but it's not about titles, but it's about opportunities. And like Miss Ashley said, it's about the kids. And like Miss Brandy said, it's about the kids. So I really wanted to like get into politics just to make a change, because like Mike said it the best, the man in the mirror, like you gotta be the change you want to see. Like, and he said the man in the mirror, but if you look at it transparency, it can be man, woman, child, whoever. You gotta be the change you want to see. So me dabbling into politics is a good thing because I want to see a change in Killeen.
Right. And not just Killeen, just actually in the United States in general, because, you know, we in some, you know, like, in some, like, really it's a bad time right now. And so, and it's so bad until, like, you can't afford to stay on the sidelines. If you care about your family or even yourself, you know, you really have to get out there. And one of the things that I always hear all the time, you know, especially like from the Black community, is like, you know, hey, our vote don't count, da-da-da-da-da. Now, hold on, let me tell you, my degree is in finance accounting. But like went to school for you all them awful classes. I did it. So let me tell you, it was not fun. But you know, the great thing about it is, you know, I learned another perspective, and I got to see things from a larger lens. And so one of the things that I learned is that people don't put money behind things that don't matter. And guess what? They're putting millions, if not billions, of dollars behind you just staying home and having that mindset of my vote don't matter. And it does, because let me tell you, when they're putting billions for you to believe that lie, they're winning. And so if, you know, I just really want, you know, people to come out there and be energized about voting. And like I told DeMarcus, man, I ain't your regular politician. You're not going to get status quo from me, because that's not what we need out here. And I'm coming for the people, because if you can't, well, let me say this another. So actuary, remember, I'm all about the dollars and cents, right? Yep. Actuary is a billion-dollar business, right? That's how insurance money, that's how they make their money, right? You know, doing all these statistics and stuff on how long you're gonna live. And guess what? I can probably say, you know, you're gonna live to 100. And how you live to 100 is up to you. But they gonna make their money off you. So one of the things that you need to really be, you know, aware about and in those streets about is, you know, your vote. Because your vote really does matter. I can't even put enough emphasis behind that. And another thing that's huge with me is being a humanitarian. I don't know what got lost in translation or what happened. We got 2 generations that's lost, y'all. And you know, somewhere, you know, our humanity got lost. And we have to bring that back. And
you know what I do?
Go ahead.
I blame crack. Crack that messed our community up, man.
Hold it thought. You know what the real crack is? Sugar.
I'm talking about crack cocaine.
I know what you're talking about, though, because like I'm from that era. Like, I just want to touch on that. Cause
sugar is terrible, though. I've read about sugar.
Because I'm an 80s baby, right? Everybody think I'm look young, but I'm actually 37. I'm an 80s baby, so I'm from the crack era, so I know how it is. And I'm going to say this, like, I was actually a crack baby. My mama, rest her soul, you know, she actually was smoking it crack.
Get out of here.
While she had me, but
I'm a crack baby too.
Look how I turned out though. Like, look how I turned out. I'm talking about they was heavy smoking it. Like, I'm talking about I'm seeing the symptoms while I'm up all night. But you know what? Everything I went through in life, it made me who I am today. Am I saying I was a crack baby?
I'm gonna give a shout out, because hold on,
But I'm good though.
Hold on, wait.
Shout out.
One thing that y'all don't know about me though, man. You know,
Let's
okay,
go.
I'm from the 70s, but you know, hey,
Not
I was
the
in them,
70s.
I was in them streets, you know, in the 90s,
You was
you
in
know,
the
80s,
BMF.
90s. Hey, you know, I know all about look the crack house, all of that. Even though I ain't, you know, do anything, but guess what? You know who could tell you everything that's happening on the streets? The crackhead. You need anything? Go see the crackhead. Hey, I love crackhead jokes. I ain't gonna lie, cause man, they be
These
cracking me.
crackheads lazy.
They be
Lazy,
cracking me up.
right.
But
Detroit
you know,
crackheads about that life.
So Illinois, they talk about
But-
their life.
but you
They'll
know,
wash your car, fix your engine.
everything.
I'm talking why it's
everything.
raining, why it's snowing. I'm talking it could be a hailstorm outside. They getting it like.
Yeah, these lazy
Everything.
crackheads.
So I do. You know, it's kind of funny that you know we have two. Not because that is a horrible thing. But you know, I got two crackhead babies right.
Yeah, I was in the
But
hospital
you know,
about
but it's
6
all
months.
love.
My
Yeah.
first
I
6
know
months.
that, right.
Yeah, I was in foster care.
You know, I'm so
My
sorry.
great aunt,
I
my
went-
great aunt had to come get me, and my great uncle.
I went through foster care like.
I was young though. I got out at 6 months. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, I was like 8 years old when I went through foster care, and it's crazy how we just met in our stories in the time. But my foster care like experience was like it was messed up. So I turned to the streets. Like turning to the streets was like I thought that was love. Got in trouble,
At 8?
did time. But now I ain't saying at 8. I got put in foster care at 8 years old.
Oh,
so
I
as
thought you
I
was in the
got
streets
old,
at
I got put in foster care when I was 18. So it's 10 years doing this stretch. I was like, I feel like my family don't love me. I don't mess with my family anyway. I ain't capping, but y'all know what it is. So I feel like during that time, I feel like my family don't love me. So I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna learn from the streets. But like I'm the second oldest out of 9 siblings. I'm not finna mention all their names. But my oldest brother, he's incarcerated. He always told me like, bro, the people you hanging around is not really for you.
Right.
Him being incarcerated, I was like, it is what it is. I'm not trying to hear what you're trying to say. But as I got older and moved around, it made a lot of sense. So
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you say that because I was just telling you about my nephew. Shout out to B3.
Come on now.
And so one of the things I was saying was that, you know, he talked about going to his reunion. I'm like, man, and I'm fuck all them folks, man. They don't give a shit about you because guess what? If they cared about you and if they was your friends, they wouldn't have let you go to the jail or penitentiary. They wouldn't have let you go down that road. So, nah, man, miss all that. And, you know, focus on your family and get your stability.
come on.
And
now.
and then because you got to be there for your girl. So, you know, and the unifying thing about us is that, you know, I'm all about hope and light. And, you know, hey, this not the end of your future.
Come on.
And, you
now.
know, it's about what you want it to be. And so that's the unifying factor in that. So, yeah.
And it's good you said unify because I look at like the word community, and we spoke on this. In the word community, you find the word unity. If we can come together, whether it's politics, it's hosting an event for the kids, no matter what it is, we got to come together as a community. So, because we talking about politics, so that's why I really want to maybe get more into politics for the change. Like, and I done seen growing up the police brutality. Like, I ain't gonna saying all police is bad, but it's bad police is out there. We just gonna be real. We gonna speak on it.
Hey, I gotta give a shout out to the FBI because you know, hey, they went not, you know, I had an incident with one of my kids. You know, I'm not gonna say which one, but one of my kids, and hey, the FBI and the Texas Rangers, hey, they went to that house, hey. They like, hey, she need, because I was about applying pressure, and I know how to do that. You know, and you know, hey, they wrong. Hey, they apply so much pressure to. They like, hey, you got to go back to where you came from, and so shout out to that, because you know, hey, although I'm not, so like with the police, you know, it's kind of funny. I'm an analyst at heart, right? And I'm real nosy, you know, but I'm low-key nosy. And so, you know, they get me, they see me with my locks, my glasses, they don't, you know, and I get the whole racial profiling thing, because I actually get that. You know, I actually encounter that, but it's so funny how I go about overcoming that, or, you know, the barriers with that and stuff. But, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I like the police. Because, you know, without the police, it'd be anarchy, and we don't need that, you know, hey. And hold on, a lot of people, I'm retired military, right? So, hey, I like weapons. I ain't gonna, hey, my brother told me don't get one. I ain't got one yet. But, You know, hey, I like weapons.
I
That's all I'm
got
saying. Hey, so we like
I
the
got
police.
it.
We like the police.
You know what? Like I said,
I don't like the police.
I'm not saying.
I can see, because like you say, negative interactions. I can see that.
And I'm not saying all police bad.
And,
Cause like,
and hold up, shout out to Houston, because Houston, hell, you be like, where they at? They ain't. I'm like Kanye, they ain't coming, cause hey, they scared. They're scared for their lives too, and their families and stuff.
And
But,
Pontiac, we ain't even got police. We do
really?
not have a police department or fire department.
Oh wow.
So that's why most of us are so aggressive, because we we don't have anyone to call.
Right.
and plus it's a Midwest thing,
Yeah.
Being from the Midwest, like it's a different atmosphere. But like back to what y'all said, I'm not saying all police bad, cause I got here and met some okay police officers that
Shout out to John,
ain't give me all
my
that.
brown belt. That's a police officer.
Come on, now we ain't saying all police is bad.
Shout out
but
to Kyle Moore. That's my dog, and he loved that homeless HAP. Shout out to him. He's a beautiful spirit.
And shout out to the ones I don't remember y'all name, but when I had that one little incident, y'all y'all was cool. I was getting off work, had a little incident,
And where you
and
at?
it went swell. So
they need to be your friends.
Shout out to y'all though.
Let me be the opposite. Fuck Dwayne Jones and Detroit Police Department from the bottom of my soul. I mean it. I said it.
It's we all about truth. That's
Y'all,
your truth.
hey, y'all know what y'all did. I
And
looked
then-
you in your eye.
And then you know what? Let me say this about going back, pulling it back to your sister, right? Because that never left my heart. You should see if her case can be moved down here and stuff since you're here.
Let me be very honest and transparent, and I can't go into full detail,
Right?
Because there's some moving parts. The corruption in Oakland and Wayne County is absolutely abnormal.
Right.
To the point FBI put it as one of the top most corrupt places in the country.
Oh wow. Okay.
So we're gonna leave it there.
What's the name? I mean, name
Wayne
of the
County
place?
is Detroit.
Wayne
Oakland
County.
County is Pontiac, and everyone know once you go past 7 Mile what it is. But it's very, very corrupt. No one said Detroit's such a great place. Never in my life. And
that's crazy because like where I'm from, like I'm more close to like St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
But it's like Brooklyn, Illinois, across the bridge. It's close. And I remember the statistics, like for a point of time, we was like ranked number 2 or 3 in like the murder capital of the world. Like, and I'm saying like it's time for a change, man. It's time for a change. Then when they go to like a melanated culture, like I love everybody,
Right.
but we already get judged due to our way we look, our locks, tattoos. It's just they stereotype us. But I say this, I never judge a book by its fucking cover. You don't judge me before you get to know me.
yeah, I agree with that. Clean police are cool.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I could deal with that, but
Sure.
it's different. Different places. Detroit's more of a gang than a police force.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's
Where
the
I'm from,
reality.
yeah,
Like they
yeah.
literally beat people. Like it's crazy. It's way different. So clean police department is okay with me. They've really done good work. I've actually trained jiu-jitsu with them, believe it or not, and it was fun because I got to beat them up. But it was I won all my battles except with John.
One of the things that about Colleen that I like and why I've stayed here for about 17 years now is that it has that city feel with being in a small place. And the other thing about here is that it's getting ready to have a population boom, and it's getting ready to grow a lot. And being originally from Houston, one of the things that I've learned is to notice population booms and how demographics move and how different things kind of go. Because one of the things you got to be able to do is read the tree, read the leaves on the tree, and it's some great things happening here in Killeen. And the other thing is this is gonna be a game changer as far as like politics and stuff. And again, I don't get off on clout. I don't get off on people knowing me. I don't get off on like that whole social type. That's not it. My whole thing is about bringing, light and hope,
Come on, man.
to the people and stuff. And like I say, black people ain't going nowhere, and we're needed. And not only that, the other thing, one of the things I had to tell one of my daughters, and to get that into her head as far as like social media and stuff like that, because bless you,
excuse me, all my allergies.
It'll have you believing that you have no future and stuff, and I'm here to tell everybody you have a future and stuff,
now.
and it can be as bright and as beautiful as you want it to be, and that's the thing about us, and and I'm coming for the kids. I'm coming for, like I say, I'll be 49 in December. So, yeah. So, hey, the millennials, the Gen X, the Gen Z, I think it's going to be Gen Alpha pretty soon, but hey, I'm coming for the kids. All of them. And guess what? Hey, my friends know from Houston, I had to go get my baby. Hey, I ain't scared to go to the trap house. Gladly would go. I'm like that old-fashioned church lady. Hey, I'm going to meet you where you at. So, yeah. So, with that being said, hey, we going to have to get in some culture. So I'm going to start off with Keke Palmer. Domestic abuse, right? Believe it or not, I was a victim, almost a victim of domestic abuse. And, I was so sweet on my second husband. He didn't know I was really about it, right? Till he tried it. And, I learned a lot. And one of the things, I'm a real blessed woman. And one of the things about being blessed is that God puts you in situations so you have empathy for others. And one of the things I learned about domestic abuse is that it doesn't take a lot to become a victim. Anybody can be a victim. And then the other thing is, that whole grooming process. And it takes a span of time. So let's say, my span was 6 months. It took me some time to come from that, even though it was short. And I learned so much about it and from it until, like, some people be like, well, didn't you see the red flags? No, because I caught him on his up, and so when he, tried all that stuff, it didn't go, quite the way he thought it was going to go. But, anybody can be a victim. And I want to tell people, don't live in shame. Men, women, boys, girls, don't let anybody shame you, because that's nothing but evil. And so, I always tell your truth. If somebody's doing something to you, keep talking about it. Keep telling, people about it until they believe you, until you get you the help you need, because, that's some awful things. Another thing I learned, women, right? Women, anytime you do anything to a woman, you touch 3 generations. So remember that. So, the thing about breaking cycles and breaking, generational curses and stuff, just keep talking until you get the help you need, and don't get dismayed, because there's people like me out there, it's going to help you, so, and so,
That's true.
Yeah.
You know how I'm going to break my generational curse?
Yeah.
I'm going to kill my family off by not having kids.
Oh, that was deep. What?
Oh my God! You know
I got
what?
therapy, though.
Hold on, let me tell you, life has a weird way of life, and so you say that, and then before you know it, Ashley be like, "Hey, hey, Brandy, I'm pregnant." I be like, "All right,
whose child?
Yours. Yours."
I don't got no baby daddy.
You just
hey, one ain't always needed.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about technology.
Yes.
I forgot about that thing.
Right. So, like I say, life always has a way of going the way you didn't plan it. So, yeah, you just, you just never know.
But you know what? Sometimes, like, that's a good thing. Like when the life don't go as you expect, because sometimes it's the universe or God or whoever you
Right.
follow. They telling you this time take a different route.
Right.
Like I'm knowing where I'm from, the background, the position I'm in today. A lot of people thought I wasn't gonna make it out. Oh, you the neighborhood fuck up, what? Because like even though I was wise, I was smart, but I was still doing in the streets, hanging around people.
Right.
And people you just like your oldest brother, you gonna end up dead. You ain't now. As tables turn, and that's how I did a 180, because I ain't doing no 360. That's back where you start. That's how I did the 180. People looking at me like, then when I say the whole politic thing, then I'm doing it for my kids, like, because it's about the kids. It's gotta be about the kids. If you don't know your why, your purpose, what are you doing it for?
Right.
Brandy, do you know how real East St. Louis is?
Actually, I've been
Yeah,
that
she know
second
about
that
it. Come
second
on,
husband. That second husband, he was from St. Louis.
So you a great crowd. Come on.
Yeah,
Now.
so but I ain't never. I did go one time because that last baby a little different, so I had to go meet his folks, which they was real sweet and stuff. But yeah,
You had a baby with someone before you met they people?
I did.
Don't do that.
I did.
That is. Let me tell you, you gotta meet that mama, because that mama might not be right.
Well, I have not to say my perspective, that was a whole different life. You live, you learn.
That's a whole conversation.
Exactly, because let me say, I wasn't really taught about, how to pick a suitable mate or, what love really is. It's been trial and error. And so, how you live, you learn. And so,
you gotta meet that family, because out of all the social institutions, family is the most important. Those values, how they look at things, and sometimes just meeting the family will make you break up with somebody.
That's funny you said this, because I just spoke with somebody of this. It's like I was married like for 6 years. I got divorced December the 16th or the 19th last year, and it's like I think I was telling Brandy this. I was like, it felt like I was married to the whole fucking family. Like
you are.
Then it's like. It's crazy, but I'm just glad, everything worked in my favor. But, all she got back was her last name. Shout out to her only getting her last name back.
Right.
Like, for real. So, I'm excited to be here and just make a change in the community of Killeen, Texas.
But like you say,
and all over the world.
And like I say, hey, mentoring. Our kids need mentoring.
Y'all better meet that mama. I'm telling you.
Meet the whole family, actually, because
the whole family, but specifically women, meet that mama, because if he a mama boy, oh my God, that's
that's a wrap. No grow like.
Oh no.
And I was and it's kind of funny, I was blessed because he was 10 years older, and so his mother and dad was in a senior living community, and I was able to meet his mom and dad, and they were actually really, really good people and stuff, but mental health is something.
Yes, it is.
And so
yes, it is.
One of the things,
I ain't got none.
One of the things, when I say upcycle, and I have mental health issues in my family and stuff, and also I deal with mental health issues and stuff, and therapy is good, medication does work, but like this particular person, and I'm not a dietitian or anything like that, but when I say I call him in his upcycle, and not saying anything bad about both bipolar people or anything, I think he was bipolar. And, I caught him like in the good cycle, and he played it out. And then when he tried to switch it, and some people think they pimps, and they don't.
Shout out to Detroit.
Until they.
Just a Midwest period, like shit.
I like it. I like a nice outfit.
And unfortunately, hey, he didn't know who he was messing with. So, like I said, it didn't work. And I'm blessed, that I was able to, get out of that whole situation and, not have any kids harmed or myself be harmed or even, him harmed,
Wait a minute.
What?
He was a pimp?
He, at one time.
So,
Pimp day back.
You know what a pimp day is.
He thought I was a trick. I guess he thought I was a trick. But
Slick back. What's up?
There's a little miscommunication.
Yeah. So again, not being able, to, you one of the things, when you have lived a docile life, and you have people, that give you a lot of stability and stuff. One of the things that you don't learn is what the other side look like, or red flags, or danger, or anything like that. The great thing is that I am from Houston, and that I was able to like I said, I know a lot of different people. I'm personable. I do have friends, unbeknownst to a lot of motherfuckers. I do have friends. And, I do like hood ratchet. I really do. So, with saying those things, he didn't know I was as spirited as I was. And, yeah, it didn't go the way, he thought. So, but anyway, shout out to the bipolar, schizophrenic people, because they out there, and not all of them, not bad and stuff. And this one, he was just a bad person, and it had nothing to do with mental health or anything. It just wasn't good, and just that.
You know what I say though?
You live and learn though.
I don't say like good, bad. That's what I say. I say every good person got some bad in it, bad
That's
person got
right.
some good in it. So I don't
That's
try
right.
to stereotype or judge nobody, because it is what it is. Like,
Nah, this dude was bad.
Well,
No. So hold on. Let me give you my definition of bad. When anytime you try to do bad things to people that will harm their spirit, you're a bad person.
oh, he was Michael Jackson bad. Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah,
he was
you-
intentionally trying to drag you down.
Yeah.
That's not good stuff.
Yeah.
And you know what's that's crazy? Let's touch on this shit, cause like it took me 6 years. Like I said, it took me 6 years to wake up. Like she's abusing me physically, mentally, and spiritually. Like I felt like I could have got so much accomplished with my 6 year marriage, but it's like I was getting drained. Like I was getting pulled down, like unequally yoked, or
Yeah.
the universe telling me like it's been a sign, time to go. But it like took me so long. But once that shit hit me like a weight,
Right.
I'm gonna be honest.
deuces.
I don't think a lot of people know how to be in love with other people because they're not in love with themselves.
themselves.
So how can I love you when
Like,
I don't love
when
me?
she
Look,
said
look,
that,
we need to hit-
come
look, we need to
on
hit
now.
the-
It's raw and uncut. Like you don't get it how it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. So
A lot of especially black women in our community, I wish they had more love growing up, because how they view themselves is not always positive.
right.
And so they treat their significant other not as good as they probably should.
Right.
Because that's all they expect. And we all deserve love. We all deserve to be treated great. Not just good, but great. So start with yourself. How you eat, how you drink water. Do you exercise? Love yourself. Treat yourself good. Don't you deserve it?
You got to.
And so let me say this. One of the things that I know, like for myself, I treat people better than I would treat myself. But when I was on, and I'm still on it, but my self-love journey, one of the things I learned is like, if I would do it for my best friend, I need to be doing that for myself. Or, like, we, in my family, we learn how to love our husbands and stuff. And then if I would do it for my husband, I definitely need to be doing it for myself. Sure. And so, that's the best way to start off, to me. To start off is just like if you would do it for your friend. So like, let's say, hey, it's lunchtime, and you're like, hey, hey, best friend, hey, let's go get something to eat. And she's like, nah, I'm gonna stay. Like, nah, you gotta go eat. You need to be saying that and doing it for yourself. So that's a great starting point. So yeah, so definitely, and you cannot love anybody, before you love yourself.
What about your kids? How can you love your kids if you don't love yourself?
Can I touch on say something? Because it's like I got a 14-year-old daughter. She's high school in Illinois. Shout out to my daughter, like she want to be an entrepreneur. But it's like everything I'm doing is really, I'm doing it for my kids, because that's the whole purpose of me knowing my why, like doing it for my kids, because I know the shit they learn in school, you're not really going to use it when you get out here. Let's be real. So she told me, like, man, my daughter, she's 14. I put on game, like, about niggas. Come on now, your dad was a nigga. The dad's just
Oh,
very
God.
professional. Now I put on game like about what's
No,
real.
no, that's for real. Cause
Your
you know,
dad was a
no,
dad.
Mom
no,
was
that's
being
for
real,
real.
but now I'm
because
just-
that's love. You
So
know,
we-
because you supposed to tell her what to look out for.
So we speak about everything, and when she hit me, like my daughter always been an AB student. Like in
That's
school,
good.
always been she in high school, freshman high school. She was like, "Dad, I don't really like high school." But when she hit me, it was like, "I want to do what you do, like, cause I'm an entrepreneur, as far as books, designer. So I'm gonna help her launch her clothing line, cause she at the age what most 14 years old are speaking like, I want to do this, I want to do that.
Right.
Most of them worry about the latest nigga. Let me just say that.
Right.
Or the trend of what shoes to wear, what make. Come on now.
Hey,
When
let me tell you, these kids about their money.
my daughter showed about that money. She bought that life. Shout out to my daughter, Damani Brewster. You know, Illinois. She's an AB student. She go to Belleville, East or West, one of them schools in Illinois. But you know
Alright,
what?
shout out to
all my kids,
Hey,
man.
babies.
Yeah, all the kids. Yeah.
I'm a big advocate of education, but more so trade school now.
Yeah.
I think you have to have something.
Certified. Come on.
Yeah,
man.
especially
Feel
if
you.
you a little black kid, especially a little black boy. Ain't nobody giving you a second chance. So you gotta have something you could depend on. And the thing with the internet I don't like are these children think that they have to be where everyone else is. Because we didn't have the visualization growing up. You're okay where you are. Life is a journey. Take your time. And just try your best and make a plan and prepare. And everything will work out.
One of the things, like I said, I meet interesting people, and one of them was a banker, right? Banker manager, and one of the things, he was telling me was like, he had mentorship, and one of the things that his mentors did was, tell him how to earn a living, earn residual income, so he can do other things. And so that was real huge, because how are you gonna do the things that you have interest in if you're bound or bonded or bounded by money? If you're still trying to figure out how ends meet and stuff, it takes away from your higher creativity. And so that was one of the things, one of the gems, because like I said, I meet people and I learn a lot. And I'm going to have them on here. And so, but, that was one of the things that his mentor taught, showed him, hey, this is how you make money. And, the things that you're hearing now, of course, hey, go get that fourplex and live in it for a year. And then take that income and then go buy another one. And then take that and then go buy your dream home or whatever it is you doing. And
investing. It's about investing.
Yeah, investing in real estate.
Yeah,
You know who's
go
great?
ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Hussein Abdullah H.A. Holmes, one of the greatest real estate investors here. Wednesday, he has a podcast. I sound engineer it. Some of the best information I ever heard in my life. We got some of the greatest investors in real estate right here in Killeen.
Oh, okay.
If you're interested, reach out to me. We're doing some great things.
It's funny you said that, because I don't know, like I'm a podcaster, right? So I don't know, this guy reached out to me. I actually got some free tickets, and Brandy is my guest to it's at the Marriott, like a real estate convention, but they podcast. I was like, how did these 7-8 figure earners find me? Like, how did they fucking find me? Like, I know I got a little clout, but I don't do it for that. But come to find out they podcasters, but like, shout out to my squad,
And you gotta say the Owl podcast.
Yeah, I was getting there. Shout out to the Owl is the app where Owl is the app where you can network. Like, it's a networking app, but you can get paid. Like, if you're a podcaster, somebody might call you on advice, how do I start a podcast? Like, she's in politics, she's a DJ, so somebody was like, I want you to DJ for my party. But the Owl app, don't nobody know about it, it's word of mouth, but I done connected with a lot of people on this app. Like, if you're trying to make some money, the holidays coming up, trying to make some extra residual come, I'm doing this shit from my phone.
And then how do they find you, or just get on the app, or,
I'm on the Owl app. You can find me on social media, Facebook, DeMarcus Brewster. You can find me on Instagram, DeMarcus Brewster. You can find me on Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora, my podcast, Seeking Knowledge Podcast. You can find my book on Amazon, From the Hood to the Church. Find my children's book, Barnes & Noble. My children's book, Dad, Where's My Fish, on Barnes & Noble. You know what, I'm I'm starting from where you from, but I just use my gift and my talent to better myself.
Right. And then let me say this: never stop anybody from doing their dream or their interest, because I actually thought about you, DeMarcus, and one of the things. How long you been doing podcasting?
Man, I've been doing podcasts like for real. I'm on season 12, but I've been actually doing it for like a few months, like not even a year yet. Probably coming close to a year, and I'm passionate about it because I was like, I consider myself the voice of the people. Like, first you gotta reach out to your community, but me being the voice of the people, I want to reach out to everybody because everybody don't got that inspiration. Everybody ain't got nobody in there and tell them like it's gonna be okay. You gonna make it. Bless you. I said you gonna make it through this. So I just started my podcast, man. Go ahead.
So I always want to encourage you and encourage people out there that's doing their thing or whatever it is. Don't give up, because you're learning a whole new set of skills and stuff, and the things that you learn you can always give to other people and show them, hey, these are ways that you can earn income. For instance, my treasurers, I went to my local college that I graduated from, UMHB, University of Maryland Bel Air. It's a Christian college, so I'm so sorry. I do cuss, and I am Army.
That's
so
my master's degree. Liberty University. And I graduated from a high school that was Christian, open Christian school.
So, but I wanted to go back and give to others, and so one of the things is I'm paying my treasurers and showing them this is a valuable way to earn income, because a lot of people aren't savvy with money, or, they don't feel comfortable with handling money, and and show them about politics in general, not the politicking part, but that part too, but just a different way of life and a different perspective. So I never want anybody to think that what they're doing has no purpose, because everything in the end it serves a bigger purpose. So
I say.
All right, and so let me give a shout out to myself, to my business, Miss Bees. See, this my, I don't know if you see that. You can't see that, but nope. Shout out to that. But Miss Bees, love, and then where you go find me at or anything like that is the site is, I made a square site, but you can do it by Googling LOVEMSBS.square.site. Love Miss Bees .square.site. And that's it. Y'all want to wrap up and say anything else, or?
No, I can say, I just want to leave with this. No matter what you go through in life, no matter how your situation is, what you go through, because, things in life, it just happen. But I always keep a positive mindset. It don't matter. Remember this. You're not afraid if you fall. You fail when you stay down.
You, Ashley?
Yeah, I have something to say. Linktree DJ Such a Lady, Linktree Veterans FT. Most importantly, we got an election coming up next year, a big one. Dawn Williams is running for District 54 House Representative. Please vote for her. I'm on her campaign as a treasurer for now, and I believe her to be the best candidate. We're voting for the children. She's against vouchers. Vouchers have ruined a lot of schools. They take public money, give it to private schools.
To people that don't even need it. They don't need the money.
They don't need the... Matter of fact, a lot of these schools disappear. You don't never see them again. They don't have the same criteria necessary. It's really a scheme. Let's keep the money with the school districts we have and make those better. And a lot of these people who are for them, they got their money, their hand in the pocket. So... Dawn Richardson, she did 30-something years, I want to say, as a teacher.
30 years.
Yeah, she's been a teacher for 30 years. She's retired. She really cares about those kids. The kids love her. Remember, it's a new Dawn. Dawn Williams. And 2024, let's vote. Let's get her elected. Brad, you got to go. He's the one that was for that crazy abortion bill.
Brad Buckley. Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he's the author of a lot of bad stuff. I didn't know, and he uses black people as
stop getting used
as objects
Say it. Fucking
of
puppet. So like say
I
it.
can't say it. You say it.
as
I'm gonna say it.
he uses black people as if they're objects. As so back in the or even now, you know how people take a picture of the game that they have, you know, like animal type game that they have captured.
Yeah.
He does this, and he will go and he will go into places that black people are and take pictures with them, and basically he's making an ass out of you, you know. And then if you go back and you look at how he votes and how he's the originator of a lot of bad stuff, you know, I really need y'all to be aware of this, and not just black people, you know, white people too, you know, because I'm here for everybody,
Yeah,
you know.
Absolutely.
And you know the whole thing about legacy. If you want a legacy for your kids, you really need to start thinking about these things and coming forth as a community instead of voting party line. Cause these people not for you, and they're certainly not for your kids.
Brad gotta go.
Yeah, it's something. It's really scary. So
Yeah, how his wife is a teacher, yet you're doing something that's anti-education.
right. And you know the other thing about, you know, being anti-education, everybody's gonna get sick at one time, and if your doctor's not educated, guess what's gonna happen? You don't want doctors or nurses or you know, anybody in the medical field that's not trained, operating on you. And if it's no schools or no type of thing out there for people to learn from and be educated on, then what? And let me say this, you know, I was part of rapid deployment. Shout out to 101st. And one of the things your girl hard.
I know that.
Aerosol. You gotta say it right. So, but one of the things is that that they talk about how to decentralize governments and stuff like that, and that's what's happening in the United States. It's slow. It's a slow game, long game, but that's what's happening. And if you really care and you are for real patriot, because your girl is a for real patriot.
Okay.
Like for real. And a lot of people don't know.
USA.
But all day. And you know, if you care about this country, you really need to care about humanity and, you know, the future and legacy and stuff. And I'm glad you gave a shout out to Don Richards, because I'm running for tax assessor collector Bell County. But like
What that mean?
So what tax assessor collector here does is they're responsible for vehicle registration and voter elections. And one piece of the platform that I'm running is ending voter suppression in this area. And one of the things about being in the military, you know, literally give up my mind, my body for the United States. Like, seriously. And, you know, one of the things is about being in the military is, you know, having freedoms and about democracy and about, you know, having people's votes count. And, you know, that's definitely near and dear to my heart. And so, hey, one of the things I'm running on. So, with that, hey, we all about love, peace, hope, and the future. With that saying, hey, thank you for being on The Cut. Thank you, DeMarcus.
No problem.
Thank you, Ashley.
No problem to be
And
here.
like I say, keep pushing forward.
Keep on pushing. Hey, let's go.
Look, I feel like I'm supposed to do the soul glow thing.
It's your song.
No. All right. Thank you for coming.
I enjoyed
That's
that.
it.